And the communist won. Hi guys, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of What They Don't Tell You. I'm your host, Jacob, along with the other host.
Very tired, very mostly annoyed, but a little bit too tired to know how annoyed I am. Aiden, to bring you
Alright guys.
news, facts, culture, perspectives, all the things, but in a sad monotone.
Yep. Alright guys, so in today's episode, we're going to be talking about the election results for New York, New Jersey, Virginia, all those, the headaches that came with them. We just got done live streaming the results. We watched Fox News. We talked about it. We will link the live stream down in the comments below if you guys want to go check that out. But Aiden has some facts for us. You want to shoot them to us, and then we'll talk about it.
Yeah, craziness, guys. In all seriousness, no main jokes, but it's gross. It's disgusting. It's honestly disgusting. So we've elected a communist. First communist in a big, the most capitalistic society aside from maybe London in the world. London's leading socialist now as well. Talked about that a little bit earlier. Zohran Mamdani. You guys. Zohran. He successfully breached 50% of the vote. Went over 50% of the vote with 9,702,905 votes. Thus far, more will continue to come in as things wrap up in the polls.
We'll be releasing this episode at midnight. Correct. On the 5th, so things will definitely fluctuate before this it's official, but these are from the November 5th
4th.
Well, yeah, but yeah, okay.
Yeah. I get where you're going with that.
You get where I'm coming from, but
yeah, so that's wonderful. 172,905 communists. Okay, Andrew Cuomo with 41.4% of the vote. Had 797,715 votes thus far. Obviously, we'll get a few more here, most likely. And then Curtis Sliwa with 139,861. Now, I would just like to point out, I'm not saying it would have made the full difference. It could have. But the extra 7.3% or the extra potential 139,861 votes that could have gotten Cuomo the win would have been massive. And he's running as an independent, actually, because, he can't run in the Dem. So that's good.
That's pretty impressive.
That is impressive. But people know who he is, right? So we're still going to get a Democrat. We're still going to get someone that we don't necessarily support or particularly even like. But it would have been better than splitting the votes here between Cuomo and Curtis as far as independent and Republican, but really Dem and Republican, than have Zohran Mamdani win this race. Jacob, thoughts?
Boy. A lot I can't say out loud, but yeah, we might be screwed. Hopefully this doesn't spread. Hopefully this can continue to New York City, and maybe we'll see a uproar. Maybe he can get
wall around New York City.
Yeah, can we please? But I don't know. Hopefully, is there a way to get him out? Can we impeach a mayor? I mean,
he's not doing. That's another argument for another day. No, I don't believe what he's doing is good or moral or for the better will of the people. But that doesn't mean that he doesn't.
But it's not necessarily.
It's not necessarily. It's not.
They can't kick him out for it
right now. They can't just kick him out for it. Unfortunately, I'm not saying there couldn't be interpretations that wouldn't say it, but it's in the spirit of the Constitution. But we're doing a lot of things that I wouldn't say are fully in the spirit of the Constitution nowadays. That's an argument for another day. That's much longer and has much more moving parts than I am illustrating right now.
Yeah.
I want to talk about one other thing.
Yeah, you want to talk about Jay Jones real quick?
I do want to talk about Jay Jones. I'm very frustrated with the Mamdani case, but there is a very obviously it's going to be terrible. That's aside the question. We know it's going to be terrible. Okay, I'm not going to go back and explain that again. What I do want to say though is, as terrible as that will be, I am very almost more frustrated because I understand the mentality slightly of the voters that voted for Mamdani, because at least we can see the vulnerability in some of them, or the honesty in some of them, right? We see that they think that socialism will be better, right? The white liberal women think socialism is great. It's not, obviously. We can establish that. People who have studied any kind of history can understand that. I would go so far as to say it is pretty much self-evident, okay, without much justification. However, there is a part of me that is almost more frustrated with the Jay Jones case and his voters, because they understood the full evil of it. The Mamdani voters, some of them might just be there's some that are just as malicious in intent, but then there's also some that really think he's going to be better.
Right.
The Democrats in Virginia can be under no such delusion. Jay Jones said that he wanted to kill his political opponent and his children. He is disgusting. Yeah. He is vile. He is a pig. He betrays inhuman traits. There should be no one on this planet that likes Jay Jones.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we talked about it 2 weeks ago. We talked about the messages were released. We saw what he said, and even his friend that he was talking about, I assume that if he has friends, they're probably going to have similar views. They said it themselves. They were like, Jay, you're scaring me. What are you saying? Why are you saying this crazy stuff? This is
communicating with
insane. And so, if you voted for him, you know what you're getting. I mean, if something happens, that's your fault.
They don't like us. They want us dead.
Yeah.
They think it's okay to kill us. We've seen
we've seen that with Charlie Kirk.
We've seen that with Charlie Kirk. We are in two very separate sides right now. We are not friends. We are not allies.
And it's not getting closer.
We will not get closer because I can't trust them.
No, because I can't. We can't have a conversation on a college campus without getting shot.
Yep. Anyway, so do we want to move on to the full voting here real quick, and then you can
you want to give us our stats real quick.
Jay Jones took back 52.1% of the vote. Jason Mraz, the Republican, took 47.5% of the vote. Meaning the projected winner, most certainly projected winner based on the different counties that have tallied their votes here, he is almost guaranteed the win. Guaranteed, we'll say for the moment. This is nuts to me. And Jacob, do you just want to give some final thoughts here? Because I do not know.
Yeah, again, it was close. It was kind of close. There's still Jay Jones is the projected winner. He has been basically elected from what Fox is saying. They're usually not crazy off. They're not going to put that out there if they don't think it's true. Again, I'd say half of those voters, we know where they stand. Remind me not to visit any of them anytime soon, because
I mean, have to keep an eye out.
I'd like to
keep an eye out for roughly 1 million people.
Yeah, just 1 million.
Yeah.
Can we put a sign on their back? Vote. I voted for Jay Jones.
Yeah, just let us know. Because we're not friends. You want to kill me. You've made that quite clear. Screw y'all and good night. All y'all that voted for those guys. You don't like us. Don't lie to yourself. You don't want to. You have no ideas, no motivations towards peace or happiness or continued.
You want something to fight about.
You want something to fight about, and you want to kill us. So just be honest. I mean, at least you are. A lot of you are. But the ones that aren't, the ones that are still hiding in the shadows, just be freaking honest. I'd rather have you be freaking honest. That way we know where you stand. Because it's grosser when you just sit back there with the freaking knife. To those of you that are supporting and fighting for the good cause, though, continue to educate yourselves. We appreciate you all.
Yeah.
Obviously, Jesus can't save anyone, so I don't want to make it too harsh. I know that anyone could come to that, and I'm not saying I don't want to divide it with political party one side's with Jesus, but right now that's not maybe my entire point. But I think right now the value system that the conservative side tends to have is aligned with more morals, and I do think that's why I stand with them, and so I do pray for all of you, even the ones that do wish death. I hate it. I will defend myself if need be, and my family someday. But I still do care about you, and I hope you can see that, and so that we can come to a better conclusion.
Jesus said that forgive them because they do not know
what they are doing,
what they have done.
Yeah, and I hope it is ignorance. I do. It's very sad to see. So as much as I'm very frustrated, as much as I've already said things, there's still always grace. So we appreciate all of you guys.
All right, guys. I think that's gonna be it. Again, drop your thoughts on the comments below. We got Jay Jones. We got Zohran Mamdani. We also have we got Spanberger, mostly confirmed. Mikey, yeah. So let us know your thoughts, and hopefully we will see you guys. And if you live in New York, we might not see you.